Hello friends, welcome back to this channel. This is lesson 7 of Arduino course for complete beginners. In last video we have seen coding related to digital input and output, and we are going to use it a lot in our projects. So that video is very important for you. And now in this video we will see a type of communication that we use in almost all the Arduino projects. So now let's start this video. And subscribe this channel if you are learning Arduino. So in this video we are going to see serial communication, and at last we will make a project. Actually we are going to add this serial communication to our last project and see how serial communication plays a very important role in our projects. So now, what is serial communication? Well, it is a type of communication used by our Arduino and computer for talking to each other. Now we use it to see what is going on in our Arduino. Like in last video, I said digital read returns 0 or 1. But how can we see it on our computer? So we will see that on our computer using this serial communication. And today in our project we will do this only. And we will also see how 0 and 1 we are getting in real time. So now let us see how we can use it in our code. So first we initialize serial communication in our code, and till this point we already know that in void setup we initialize all the things. Means we tell what we are using in void setup only. Now here is its syntax. Serial begin data rate. Now note that S is capital in serial and rest words are in lowercase. Now what is data rate? It is the speed at which data will be transferred from computer to Arduino or from Arduino to computer. So now why we need this data rate? So for example, if I speak too fast, then you will never able to understand what I want to say, and it will waste the information that I want to give you. So computer and Arduino decide a speed at which it will speak so that no data will be lost. Now we commonly use 9600 as data rate. So example is serial begin 9600, and we are going to use this exact line in most of our project, and it means we are starting serial communication at data rate of 9600. And another one is 115200, and it is also used too much, like we use in Node MCU and other things. Now we have initialized serial communication, and now we can use it in our code. So we can use serial communication in two ways in our code. One is serial.print. Well, serial.print will print all the data in a single line, and serial print ln, it will print one data in a line then move to next line. Means there will be only one data per line or in each line. Well, wait for a few minutes, I will show you how to use it practically. Well, we use serial monitor to view all this data. When we will do the project, I will show you everything. Now time to learn some coding things. Today we will see what is variables. So variables are containers used to keep your data, and it makes your programming easy. Now variables are like containers, like you use one container to keep some potatoes and other to keep some onions, like that. Same way we will use container means variable to store a particular type of data, and other variable to store other kind of data. So here it is int x. Here int is a data type which will store numbers, but it only store normal numbers, not floating numbers. Mean it can store 1 2 3 4 and so on, but not 1.1 1.2 1.3 etc. And x is a variable. You can use any name of the variable, like you can give your name or like anything, any name, but keep in mind that you cannot give function name as a variable name. Like you cannot give digital read as a variable name, because it is already used in our code. So we cannot use all the things that is already used in our code, and the letters and word or the names that is already used in our coding, like Arduino already used this digital read word Now it is known as keyword because it is a key, like we can use it to do something that is predefined by Arduino, so we cannot use it again. So in a single line we can say that we cannot use keywords as a variable name. Now next line is very important. Here what we are doing, x is equal to digital read 7, and we know that digital read only give 1 or 0. So what we are doing, we are just assigning this digital read in x. Now x will store that 0 or 1, whatever it is given by digital read, and we can do all the operations on x, and now we don't need to use this digital read 7 all the times. We can use x. Now this is also very important that inside serial print or serial println, how we write something inside println or print. We write something inside double inverted comma, then it will be printed as it is. And if we write without double inverted comma inside serial print, then our program will treat it as variable and prints its value. So in one line we can say that anything inside double inverted comma will be treated as plain text and printed as it is on serial monitor, whereas anything without double inverted commas will be treated as variable and its value will be printed on serial monitor. So here example 1 will print value of x and example 2 will print x as it is. Okay, now let's move to our project. So this is the code. Let me explain it first. Here in first line we made a variable x of integer type. Then in void setup we started serial communication at 9600 data rate, and next we initialized pin 7 as input pin and 13 as output pin. Well, we have discussed it in last video, so no need to explain it again. Now in void loop we are assigning digital read 7 to x, means value coming from pin 7 will be stored in x variable. And now we are printing x is equal to, there is a double inverted comma and we are using print, means x is equal to will be printed as it is, and next statement will be printed here in the same line because we are using print statement and not println. But in next line there is serial println x. It means this line will print the value of x and then go to next line. So these two print statement will print data in same line, and after that goes to next line. And what it will print? So it will print x is equal to and then the value of x. So from here now you know that how to use print statements in your code. Now in next line we are using if else statement. Inside if we are saying if x is equal to 1, here there are two equal to. Please keep it in mind that whenever we compare anything we use double equal to. So here if we'll check that if x is 1, then it will run its block, otherwise else will run its block. I have already explained if else in last video, so if you have any confusion go and watch that. So now this is our code, and simply we are doing same thing that we were doing in last video, means Arduino light will be on when we give some voltage to pin 7, otherwise it will be off. But this time we will get a real-time value of pin 7 on our screen using serial monitor. Now let us upload this code and press this button in right upper corner to open serial monitor, and then from here we will choose 9600, scroll down and you will get 9600. Now you can see x is equal to 0 is coming, but whenever I will touch jumper wire to pin 7, x will become 1, and you can see that here, and everything is going on in real time. So this way you can use serial communication to get real-time visualization of what is going on in your Arduino. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Like, share and comment on this video, subscribe this channel, and I will see you in next video. Bye guys.